Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, and my name is Topanga Jameson. If you do not know who I am or have not watched my channel before, I welcome you. I do 1950s content, sometimes 40s, and I do sustainable living content as well. So today I am wearing my leggings are from the Pact, the sustainable clothing brand, and they are very comfortable. I wore them throughout my day. I have here some sustainable options that are plastic free for deodorant, and the first one is lavender and rose. It is from Native. And the second one I have is eucalyptus and mint. They both smell really good. And this is not the first time I have used. And also, if anybody is interested, they have the whole body deodorant. I'm going to give this away for a Christmas gift to somebody. So that way everybody can be on the same page. And I did get this. I know it's not plastic free, but if you know somebody who travels or anything like that, they do have mini deodorants. So you can try out certain scents to see if you'll like it, or maybe as a stocking stuffer. So I have been using my Circle water bottle for about a year now. I wash it. Right now I am drinking the pink refresher. I was doing the pumpkin spice latte, but I don't know if it's one of my favorites. So, a little update on me. I know I did do a video earlier when I was working, giving you an outfit of the day. That is going to be a daily video I do just to show you what outfit is what. So the last update I gave y'all was that I had been recuperating from the flu. And they thought, literally, my mom, sorry, I was making sure I had deodorant on today. And I remembered I put some on earlier. So last I gave y'all an update. I was diagnosed with flu B. It is very hard to get over. It is very, when you're having to deal with it, it can be a lot. And I have just been so busy dealing with that, dealing with everything under the sun when it does come to sickness and just everything in general that I have been dealing with. So about a couple weeks ago, we had gone out to eat, and we think this is how I was exposed to the flu. We think that because I don't get out of the house enough, because I do work from home, and I very rarely, especially since COVID has hit, I try to stay in my own lane, because there are a lot of people out there, a lot of germs, and I'm not a germaphobe, but I want to be careful not to bring something home to my family. So I don't really get out much. The last time I took an Uber was 3 years ago to go anywhere, 3 or 4 years ago. And I don't really get out. I pay all my bills online or over the phone, so I have no need to get out much. Now, there are times when I'll go to church or things like that, but I usually don't get out of the house. And pretty much the only places I go are my aunt's house. Occasionally I'll go out to eat with my mom, but we also have to find places that are gluten-free, dairy-free, and that can be kind of difficult sometimes. Sorry, I was moving my neck because I've been sitting in a position at work. I did get off work early today, and I have been waiting. So today we are going to do a skincare kind of routine, and we are going to get ready for what I do as my nighttime routine. I am not a big fan of leggings, and I used to not wear them because I always thought I didn't look good in leggings. But with the packed leggings that I am wearing, the Packed clothing brand, if you don't know what that is, they're a sustainable clothing brand, and they have their leggings 2 for half off or something. So if you buy one, you get one half off, something like that, of that nature. So I did order more because I am obsessed with that clothing brand. I'm obsessed with not labeled. It is also a sustainable clothing brand. It's more on the budget friendly side of things, and that is one I really, really enjoy. I have multiple pieces of their clothing in my closet, and it's just easy to wear to work. And so yeah. So usually what I start off with at my nighttime routine is I will start off with my skincare. Because I go and look at a computer for 8 hours of my day, I am constantly looking at a screen, helping people, talking to my supervisors, talking to people, and trying my best. So with that being said, the first thing I do to kind of relax and unwind is skincare to me. I'll fill this up. I drink this throughout the day. I used to be really big on sodas, and for some reason I stopped doing soda so much because I used to do Water Drop, and there's nothing against Water Drop. It's a great company, but with somebody who has arthritis like me, Circle is a little bit easier because I'm not having to fidget with tabs and things like that. Okay. Okay. So I washed my face, and I usually do this day and night. And I only started using this about 9 or 8 months ago. So this is kind of a new skincare to me. And I have combination skin, but let's just say that the Used to the People Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser is one of my favorites. It does have a reusable bottle, so that is really cool to me. And I'm not having to buy a product over and over again. I just have to buy the refill and move on. get this over here. So I am gonna say this really quickly. I have noticed since I've started using this product that it does take off my makeup when I wear it, and it does, you know, help with like stuff I'm dealing with. Then I'll go in with this stuff. This is my go-to. It really helps my skin. And I did order more of it, so it should be here soon. And I absolutely enjoy it. And I use this day and night. This is my go-to. I used to not be a big fan, to be honest with you, of skincare. But then when I started noticing how important it was to make sure, especially in my 30s, okay, I started noticing how important it really was. And then I go in with this, and this is kind of the Ordinary Hyaluronic. It's this, I don't know if y'all can see, but this is like a retinol. It has retinol in it. And let's just say I put it on twice a day. Okay, so after I do that, I do like to have my face really moisturized because, like I said, I have been sick with the flu, and this is one of my favorite face balms. It is Yay for Earth, and I have it in a little travel size, but this is by far so I get this question a lot, and it is a lot of people do ask this, and I want to address this question. Okay. And I get these two questions a lot, and I'm going to address it in this video just to, sorry, and I have hiccups, and I'm trying not to hiccup because I think that's extremely rude. And then I will go in with my Hydro Gel Cream by Honest Company. Goodness, what a time to get hiccups. So, I had posted a video the other day that was a 1950s skincare routine. And somebody had made the comments to me on one of my social media platforms that I should not post videos like that because I am not married. I just do those videos for entertainment purposes. It is not to be hateful. It is not, it's just for my entertainment because I do like that era, and I do like certain eras like the 1940s, 50s, 60s, and some of the 70s and 80s because I think they're fascinating. So I used to wear my purity ring in my videos, and people mistakenly mistaken it for my wedding ring. And several people asked me to address this. I think it is silly that I am going to address it, but I want to address it just to be open and transparent. I'm never going to lie to you people. What you see, if you were to meet me on the street, or if you were to be at my work and we were to work together, this is what you get. So, I am not married. I want to first and foremost say that I have been engaged 3 times to the same person. It did not work out. It was a domestic violence situation, and he was just not a good person. He did not believe in God, and that's a real red flag for me. So at this point in time, I am not married. I am not dating anyone. I do one day want a family of my own, and I do want to be married, but I know it's all in God's timing, not my own. So I just wanted to clarify that that is not an engagement ring. And the videos I was doing about bridal looks or things like that were because I had friends that were getting married, and I was honoring them in a way, and a couple of them had asked me to do a bridal look of my own choice, and I did not mean to offend anybody. I did not mean to make anybody uncomfortable. My channel used to be called 1950s Housewife, and back in the day I did solely 1950s content. But I know that is not everybody's cup of tea. I know that a lot of people like it. Some people don't. Some people like the variety. I get it. So it was not to offend anybody. And I do also have exciting news I want to share with y'all, and I hope you watch this whole video. But I will be graduating college on November the 8th, 2024. I will not, unfortunately, be able to go walk across the stage because they did not give me enough time to, I ordered my cap and gown on Monday, and hopefully it gets here before my graduation. So I did want to address a couple things. I have not dated since me and my ex broke up, and I have gotten several messages on my Snapchat that I just need to move on, forgetting. And I just had to do my own way of moving on from our breakup. It was very hard. I know that people hear my side of the story, and there are 2 sides to every story, and we have not spoken since we broke up. To be quite frank, we do not communicate. I'm not even friends with his sister anymore. So, the other day I had gotten a comment that I just need to move on and woman up and start dating again. Well, I work full time. I go to college, and I'm graduating with my associates right now, and then a year from the day I graduate, I will start my other classes. So my schedule is always pretty hectic, and people just come at me and they say, hey, why don't you just move on? Maybe if you were a better girlfriend, maybe. And I do want to address something. We were 2 very young. I was very young when I met my ex. I was 18, and he had lied about his age and said he was 19, but he was really 23. Which there is nothing wrong with that, but it is the things. And I didn't start finding out things until we had, started dating, and then certain things came to light, and we just drifted apart because we both wanted, he had this very idea of how things were going to be in our relationship when we got married. I have always wanted to get married. I'll be totally 100 with you. But I am not big on like every detail of every little thing. And he was more big on the details of every little thing. And I'm just more of go with the flow. And he is more, you know, in your face about everything. And we were very different people. I was 18 years old. I was not looking to get married at 18. Just to be totally 100, I don't think that you know yourself at 18 years old. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But I was very immature and I had a lot of growing up to do. So in that time frame, we broke up. We were engaged and we were supposed to get married in 2010. So it was 2010, July 4th of 2010. Now, my mom tried to explain to him if we did get married on July 4th, it would be very hard to find a person to officiate the wedding because that is a holiday. Everybody goes out of town. Not many people can get here, especially on short notice. Yes, people are out of school, but it just depends on the situation. So at that point in time, sorry, my nose itched. So at that point in time, we broke up and it was about a year and a half before we got back together. He wanted to get married and kept pushing the subject. He's like, if you get married, you'll grow up and you'll be the person I want you to be. Pretty much is what he would tell me. And that should have been, it was a red flag, but not at the time. But looking back at it now, I do see it as a red flag. If I even talked to friends on Facebook that I had gone to high school with, you know, because I did have one semester where I went to public high school, but he would not even let me talk to them. He would not let me talk to longtime friends that I had known since elementary school. And that, now looking back, I see it as a red flag. We broke up again. And this time we were going to get married of December 2012. And I did not really love this person. I feel that if God leads you to be in a relationship with somebody and to marry them or to take an engagement, and at this time, I was still learning of who I was. And that has been a biggest regret of how I handled that situation. But I do understand that that situation had to happen so I could be a better person. So I could grow and learn. We got together one more time after officially breaking up. And this puts us in 2012 to 2013. So we were going to get married on Independence Day of 2013. And we were going to, and he always wanted it to be on July 4th of 2013, which was many, many years ago. My dad died in 2013. There was a lot going on. And I was just not ready to plan a wedding or to be married. And I didn't really love this person. He was physically and verbally abusive. there was an incident, I will say this, and any girly out there who has been in these situations, if you are in this situation now, get out. It's okay if you don't love someone. It is okay if you do not want to stay. You don't owe anybody but yourself the ability to walk away. And there was an incident when before my dad died, he fell and he broke his hip. And I'm not going to go into every detail of that, but this actually saved my life. My dad fell and broke his hip, and we ended up going to the hospital, and my aunt